Hey class, Absolute 5 here. So today we're going to talk about solving equations. Now, many students I should say, have issues dealing with solving for x or solving equations because generally they don't understand what they're doing half the time from my experience. What I want to explain in this video is this. Think of solving for x as either a Rubik's Cube, or if not a Rubik's Cube, kind of like a puzzle piece, and it's asking you to figure out where this piece needs to go to actually get the whole picture. So let's get right into it. What we're going to need to do this, we're definitely going to need the addition property of equality. What do I mean by this? The addition property of equality. Meaning, let's say if A, B, C represent any number, represents any number. Therefore, if I say A equals B, right? If everything was truly equal, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you should be able to do it on the other side. So for example, if I were to add C on just the left side and I left B like this, and these were two numbers, let's say these are two numbers, let's say this is 3, this is 5, then if B is not the same thing here, then this would not be technically equal, because there's one more element I'm adding here versus nothing on this side. So to keep balance, you have to add a C on the right side. That C could be, remember, that C can be any number you want it to be. The same property also applies to subtraction on that operation. So if I were to subtract C on one side, you have to make sure that it's the same on the other side. And a good example of this would be here. If I said solve for x, where x is minus 2 equals minus 1. So it's the same format where you have something, well in this case, let's look at this one. You have something equal to each other, but for this to work, you have to do something to make everything work. Now, the point of this is this. A lot of students, when they see this, they look at it and they're like, I don't know what the heck to do. So the key idea is this. To solve for x, you have to make certain x is by itself. That shows you that you've gotten the answer if you actually get x by itself. So to do this, how do I get rid of 2? When I say get rid of 2, what do I have to add to it? Or I should think of it this way. What is its opposite? Complete exact opposite. Positive 2. Now remember, if I add 2 on the left side, I have to add 2 on the right side. So if I minus 2 and I add 2, that's going to be 0. So I don't put 0 there. Because 0, I know 0 is there, but I don't have to actually put it there because it's nothing for that matter. And then you have to calculate what this is. Now remember, in my other sign video that we talked about, if the signs are different, you keep the sign of the bigger number, and you subtract the numbers. So 2 minus 1, 1. I want to see if this way helps. We'll do the exact same problem again. I just want to see how does this look. Because some people, they have an issue when they're adding this vertically, it looks confusing. So let's try it this way. So if I were to add 2 on the same side here, then I add 2 on this side, that crosses out, and we're still left with positive 1 as my answer. So you could actually do it horizontally. If you give yourself enough room, you can do it horizontally if you like it that way. Or if not, you can keep doing it vertically how I did it. Either way, you get the same results. let's do one more example. Let's just do one more example of this. Okay, now let's say this question says solve minus 8 equals n plus 1. Now, some of you are already freaking out. Oh my god, n's there. What do I do with n? N is an unknown. N is like x, only a different letter. That's all it is. I could have put a smiley face for all I care, and you would have to solve for the smiley face. Same thing. Think of x, or when you solve an equation, think of it as an arbitrary unknown, or variable in this case, to find the solution to it, because when you're at this part of the stage of math, you're a problem solver at this point. Okay, so now let's get n by itself. To do that, I have to get this by itself, so I have to get rid of this 1. I gotta minus its counterpart. This becomes 0, so n equals, remember, now when the signs are the same, you keep the sign and you add the numbers. So you could write -9 equals n, or n equals -9, because either way it's the same thing. Order does not matter in this case. And if you were to do it horizontally, give myself some room. I minus 1, this drops. See? Same thing. Choose whichever way how you like to solve for whatever unknown variable that you need to solve. So that's the lesson for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to this channel. Smash that not the like button, the bell button, excuse me. I always get that wrong. Smash the bell button for more content, and leave me any feedback. That I greatly would appreciate that to help improve the quality of this channel, these videos I should say. And I will see you next time with another video. So this has been Absolute 5. I'm Roger Palomino. Math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. Take care.